Play chaos reigns on the field in Week 10,049 from only-handed catches to high-scoring affairs. The college football playoff picture saw teams fall out in Week 10. 049100. At Saturday gave us 7 games between ranked teams, making this arguably the best slate all season. But how much fun was Week 10? Are we talking fun like kids going to Disney World for the first time? Fun as in parents taking their kids to Disney World for the first time. There was joy and misery for top teams, delight for Oklahoma, disaster for Ohio State and Penn State. Strange things seem to happen in unexpected places. Have you ever seen a quarterback ejected for targeting? We even had our first Lane Kiffin controversy in quite some time. Who scored highest and lowest on the funometer in Week 10? Let's start with the good stuff. Les Miles palm clapping fun. You know, SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey is exhaling a big sigh of relief right now. In what has been a very mediocre year for SEC football, he has the number 1 and number 2 teams in the country lipstick on the sex pig. The top 5 teams in the college football playoff rankings all won, so there's not much movement in this week's predictions. But there's still some disagreement on who belongs after Alabama, Georgia, and Notre Dame. There's even a competent opponent for Alabama in the SEC title game with the emergence of Georgia. Sorry, Auburn and Mississippi State, you aren't catching Bama this year. Not since the Bulldogs literally came within 5 yards of knocking off the Crimson Tide and playing for a national championship in 2012 has Alabama had any sort of competition in Atlanta. Finally, the East ISNT sending a sacrificial lamb to Atlanta. This is a welcome change for the SEC and Sankey, who ISNT in charge of the best football conference this year but might get 2 teams in the college football playoff. Slick. Bart Simpson at the chalkboard. Fun if you aren't following Lane Kiffin on Twitter, rethink your priorities. As he has been guiding Florida Atlantic 50 in Conference USA and bowl eligible, he has also been trolling his boat all over Twitter. He took on his old boss Nick Saban over his rat poison comments. Stop Media rppic.twitter.com Pwned Senior LGR, Lane Kiffin at Lane Kiffin November 2, 2017 On Friday, Kiffin poked Saban again, this time including Las Vegas. During the Owls' win over Marshall, while leading 3023 with less than 10 seconds remaining, Kiffin made the right call by having his punter run into the end zone for a safety. It was brought to his attention that by winning 3025, Florida Atlantic did not cover the point spread. Naturally, Kiffin responded, "Didn't want to cover because of too much rat poison. Kept to watching 50 other 4 players get weekend off. https://t.cosk4e. Lane Kiffin at Lane Kiffin November 4, 2017 Power 5 Athletic Directors. One of you must hire him after this season. Sad Urban Meyer eating pizza. Fun. You had one job, Ohio State and Penn State. Yet, here we are, waving goodbye to the Big Ten's playoff hopes before Thanksgiving. No team coached by Urban Meyer had given up more than 50 points until Ohio State's 5,524 loss to Iowa. Jeffrey Becker USA Today Sports. Penn State endured a lengthy weather delay in East Lansing before losing 2,724 to Michigan State, and Ohio State was blown out by Iowa 5,524. A week ago, Ohio State was back in the playoff race and Earth was back on its axis. Now, Iowa appears to have a high-octane, Pac-12-style offense. The Big Ten's playoff hopes now rest with number 9 Wisconsin, which is undefeated but registers about a 3 in the schedule respect column. Congratulations, Iowa, you sabotaged your own conference. Got to laugh to keep from crying. Fun. Florida took the first step in pulling the plug on an already lost season when the school and Jim McElwain mutually decided to part ways. But unfortunately for everyone involved, the Gators still have a season to finish. Florida lost to Missouri 4,516 and is now 35 with 4 straight losses, all without scoring 20 points. The Gators absolutely rolled over and made a Mizzou team with 0 SEC wins look like Alabama, so linebacker David Reese called his team out for quitting. It's sometimes disappointing when everybody doesn't want to come together and just play for each other, Reese said. That's sad to see. We've still got a lot to play for. Me, personally, and our defense, we want to play for those guys. We can't have appearances like we just had today. That's unacceptable. Tennessee beat Southern Miss 2,410 but was up 103 at halftime and had to burn quarterback Will McBride's red shirt in the process. He went 1 of 8 passing. Butch Jones' seat in Knoxville has disintegrated from the heat, but I'm sure the Vols will be champions of something after a win that keeps them A for the postseason. Vols fans should be thrilled. Don't hit send. Fun Arkansas football. Look, Arkansas coach Brett Bielema needed a win over Coastal Carolina, but it isn't a good look when you have to come back and beat a member of Ryan McGee's esteemed bottom 10 at home. The Razorbacks survived 3,938 but should have lost. That's why when Arkansas sent out a tweet confirming that the Razorbacks did, in fact, survive at a disaster, naturally, Arkansas fans took offense to the schools publicizing such an ugly win. We actually suggest you read the comments. Got the W biceps pic.twitter.com/6tqz